Hello there, two-stroke turbo fans. Stella, my shop dog, just got the zoomies. Oh, she's so excited. She wants to play. It's sprinkling rain in the middle of August, and it's like 66 degrees. Maybe it's a little warmer than that. I guess it's closer to 70, but still, it is just unbelievably weird weather. Here comes the sun. Probably a rainbow someplace because it's bright and raining at the same time. What are we doing? We're kind of spinning our wheels here. You guys have been following along with my 850cc Renault Gordini Dauphine. It's rear engine, rear wheel drive, and I've been having cooling issues, mostly on the highway, 50 miles an hour. The temperature starts to peg and the overflow boils over. I've got a new water pump. I've got fresh, not a fresh engine, but new liners, new copper gasket, like O-ring things. Engine doesn't smoke, it runs great. I figured out through a couple of things. One, I didn't have a thermostat. There's an inline thermostat. I've got that in there. It's a 180, and that makes the engine heat up quicker. I didn't have the heater core hooked up. I had that looped. Those things helped. And then I figured out how to tighten the tensioner on the belt, which is way down there. I figured out how to tighten that because the fan was slipping. And I haven't tried it out yet, but I have been trying to duct cool air to the carburetor. And so far, everything has not worked. So I have this guy, which is the latest one. This is 2.5-inch rubber hose going to a cone filter. And I have this one, which is a 2-inch rubber hose going to basically a lawnmower filter. This filter I had directly on the carburetor directly, and I never really liked it. It looked bad, but I didn't realize how good it worked. Both of these cold air, or supposedly cold air intakes, really restrict performance. And a couple of guys warned me about that in the comments, that they didn't find anything that worked right. And I gotta believe them. Even though this is rubber, it gets so hot I can barely touch it, and that's because the warm air is blowing off the fan, and we've got the exhaust heating up this space here. So I wanted to get cold air duct to the carburetor, but it does something to the way the Venturi works in the carburetor. Either leans out or richens up. I'm not sure which, because I don't have an air-fuel ratio. It feels like it goes full rich under full throttle, and it has no power. This car is really tuned for good mileage. It never smells like fuel. The exhaust never smells. It runs good, doesn't stumble, and it gets great mileage. So I'm happy with that. But I'm not happy with my engineering trying to make something better. I think I'm just going to go back to this. I do have the original canister filter that sits here, but I can't figure out what I did with it. It's in the shop someplace. When I find it, I might try to find an element for that and put it on, but there's some science to it that I'm not getting. So I think in the meantime, I'm just going to go back to the standard, just open air element. This worked fine. I just didn't like it drawing in hot air, but you know what? So be it. It works better with this than it does with either of my two itinerations of my cold air intake. So be what it is. You guys were right. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Okay, I know that I said that I was only going to use this air filter for my Dauphine testing, but I think I'm going to try this. I took a piece of hose, it's only about 2 inches long, make a little bit of a velocity stack, and then a cone filter which has seemingly more area. This has got some brackets and things inside. Maybe it's less restrictive. No more cold air intake, just an open air hot intake, and we'll see how she runs. Maybe she'll like that. I don't know. Trial and error. I wish I had a dynamometer. I would know for sure, but so we're gonna take this one with us just in case. I need to pop that off, pop this on for some reason. Let's try this and see how it works. I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.